So they said that was only the second stoppage in the UFC from body strikes on the ground. Did you know that?
I had no idea, man. It was just it's an awesome opportunity to be here, and definitely to finish like that, something that you probably don't see very often, man. It was just awesome. It's a blessing.
Had you watched some of Ruan's fights back from UFC Africa leading into this?
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Jackson, some of my other cornermen, Derek Boyle, and myself watched tons of video over the years. We figured that Ruan was pretty much the same fighter since he, debuted in UFC. He got a little bit better over the years, but it was pretty much the same stuff over and over again. So I wasn't surprised by anything that he brought out there tonight.
You were expecting that kind of game plan?
Absolutely, absolutely. He's mainly a jiu-jitsu fighter. I figured he would throw some leg kicks or some big kicks and whatnot, and try to blitz me here and there. So I was just waiting and trying to pace myself, and my guys from my team were telling me, don't rush it, just wait and pace yourself, and the opportunity will present itself.
Potts looked like he kind of maybe gassed after maybe about a minute or so. Did you notice that, or was that just something that came out on TV?
I figured that his cardio might not be the best. The majority of his fights didn't last for too long, so I didn't think that he had been in those later rounds too much. And definitely his body type, he's kind of a stockier guy, and it's not always the case with stocky guys, but they tend to gas out quicker. So I figured that I could, just wear him down a little bit and eventually get the win.
Was your camp aware that his father had died 2 weeks into training camp?
I don't know if his camp was, but I was.
What was yours camp? Oh, you were.
Yeah, I was. I had heard that his father passed away, and I told him that definitely my heart and prayers are with him and his family going through this tough time. I told him that in the cage after the fight.
That's nice.
How frustrating is it when your opponent's just lying there like that? You have to get the ref to stand him back up.
It's a little frustrating. Because I really was waiting for a big opportunity to get a big, knockout or something like that. But it's all good, man. I'll take the win that I got tonight. It's just a blessing to be here.
Where do you feel like you fall in the heavyweight division right now? Who would you like next? What about a Brendan Schaub type or something like that?
I would love a fight against Brendan Schaub. He's definitely a great fighter. It's nothing personal. But he's got a big name, and I think that's the name of this game. Try to climb the ladders and eventually be at the very top. I think that I match up well with him. He just fought a teammate of mine not too long ago, Andre Arlovski, and I feel that that's a fight I can get out there and win.
What's a picturesque 2014 rest of 2014 for you? Fight again before the end of the year. Everything went your way. How would it go?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely want to take a little bit of break. I had only about a week off between these last two fights, but I'd love to fight one more time before the end of the year and get out there and hopefully get another win.
At what point during the fight did it click that you thought, hey, I might be able to finish him off with these rib shots?
As I saw him getting tired, and definitely on the ground, I had a little forearm pressure on his throat, and I could see him wincing and really thinking about more of that than anything else. And that's when I really started landing those body shots. And then a welt kind of rose up on his ribs there, and so it was just like a target man. I just kept attacking that.
It seemed like at one point you thought the ref would stop the fight sooner than he did.
I could hear him telling Ruan, action, 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 you need to keep moving, and Ruan wasn't moving too much. I just figured it was a matter of time. I was hoping it would be a little bit sooner, but, I'll take what I can get.
When you heard the ref keep saying move, you need to move, did you go, okay, I'm just going to focus right on these ribs now, or was that your plan the whole time, just hit one spot and keep hitting it?
Yeah, the game plan tonight really was just try to come out, push the pace, get off first, and really push this guy to the limit. So it was inspiring when I could hear the ref telling Ruan, he had to keep moving or more action, more action. So definitely I just kept doing what I was doing and controlling that pace and controlling that position and really attacking those ribs.
Were you happy with your performance?
Absolutely. I hope the fans enjoyed it. Dana really pumped us up yesterday in the locker room after the weigh-ins, and so hopefully the rest of the card is as great as it's been so far.
Yeah, those performance bonuses, it's a pretty good shot. You can get one. I mean, there's only 8 fights on the card, so.
Yeah. Those are always a plus. I wouldn't mind that. I know the wife would be extremely happy, so hopefully it works out.
What were some of the words that Dana was saying to you guys after the weigh-ins?
He told us that we're professionals, that we're the best in the world. That's why we're here. So go out there and act like it. And, you know, he was just being Dana, you know, and how could you not get fired up on a speech like that? So it was awesome.
Do you feel like an obligation, you know, there's a lot been said about the quality of the card. Did you feel like an obligation to put forth a performance that would, you know, garner more attention?
Absolutely, man. There was only 8 fights on this card. We lost some great competitors in the last couple days. And so, you know, being an employee with the UFC and being a fighter and just, you know, trying to seize this moment, I wanted to go out there and do the best that I could do, put on a show for the fans. You know, I have a lot of family and friends that made the trip down here, and I didn't want to disappoint anybody, man. I was trying to go out there and do my best and go hard.
And do you have an after-party plan? Is there somewhere people can look for you tonight?
No after parties planned, man. I just have some family and friends that I need to meet up with, and I would love to see my kids. It's been a long training camp, so I just want to spend a little bit of time with them and the folks that made the trip down here. So,
congrats.
After losing your debut, did you feel some added pressure to win tonight, fearing you might get cut or anything to that effect?
You know, it's always a thought in your mind, I think, when you're in that type of situation, but I really tried to focus on the fight itself and just going out there and having fun. I have a huge faith in God, and so I was just trying to give all my worries and troubles to Him, let Him take care of that, and I just go out there and fight. Awesome.
Nice work.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Great night.
Yeah, thank you.